First order of business, pledge of allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Next order of business would be approval of the minutes from March the 18th.
I will make that motion.
Second, vote.
Yes.
Yes. Public comment period. Mr. Sheriff.
Nothing on our end, everything's,
No crime in the county, everything's under control.
yeah, we keep it, very low crime.
Perfect.
Lockdown.
Tickets, things like that, just the normal stuff, yeah. Everything else is good, so you guys.
Yeah.
Nope.
Okay.
Sports season, you gotta excuse yourself, yeah?
No.
Games tonight?
No, my wife took care of all that tonight, so.
Wow.
I missed the last meeting because I was telling her my wife was in Arizona for a conference, so. Instead of fighting with the teenage son to watch his little brother, I just said, I don't.
There are battles that are just not worth fighting.
Yeah, and that was one of them.
Uh-huh.
Especially with no wife to help me out, so I was on my own, playing zone defense.
Brookside. See if I can
Brookside.
say it once this week.
The Easter egg hunt was, of course, only during when it rained on Saturday, so it was inside. We could not see our officer friends, but I'm sure they were out there. All went well, and our next civic meeting is here tomorrow night.
You have hail? Was that when the hailstorm was?
Fortunately, no, we didn't.
We did.
We did.
It was like our
We
whole
had-
patio was
we had
covered.
bad hail.
We had 73 kids hunting for eggs in the gym. It was so
Worthington,
stuffy inside.
Worthington Hills.
We'll report. We got a meeting next Wednesday. I'll know a little bit more. They have their annual meeting, third Wednesday of this month. That'll be going out, and I think they'll want us to push it out too. And there'll be elections, obviously, this year.
Somebody asked me, two neighbors asked me, they heard fireworks are back on the agenda this year. Is that still to be determined?
So Mr. Roper and Mr. English want the fireworks back, so we've been diligently
Oh,
trying
it's
to
all
do
on you
something.
guys.
So, Greg did reach out and he said, we'd like to talk. And I said, okay, well, let me bring the police chief and the fire chief, because the questions are gonna come to them. So we were looking at dates for
I've
that.
got them narrowed down. I've got the last
Okay.
one.
But nothing's been decided yet.
No.
Epcot and Ravello.
I don't have anything. Fine.
Anything, Lane?
No, I haven't received anything.
Okay.
Zoning.
Zoning, under old business, Henderson Development, we received today, finally. Today, we received the executed modification agreement to allow water to that back parcel on Henderson Road, serviced by the city of Columbus. So that is in hand, and next item on my agenda is to contact the developer and see where they stand on timing after that development. On Brookside Cottages, the engineering drawings are before the county engineer's office for approval for utilities, sewer, water, et cetera. And so that's undergoing review at the county engineer's office. No other movement on that at this point. Under new business, we have an application in for a new sign outside Brookside Elementary that will be a monument sign. Signs on both sides, changeable graphics and all that. The same kind of sign was approved for Worthington Hills Elementary in 2013, but never built. So it's basically the same sign that was approved previously, but I had asked to see if we could waive the $100 fee because it's for the school system, and the code does allow us to do that, but it's up to a motion.
Does anybody have a problem with it?
Nope.
Nope.
I move to waive the $100. Oh, Andy, this is yours. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Want to make that motion? Sure.
I move to waive the $100 fee for the new Brookside Elementary, sign.
Second. Vote.
Yes.
Yes.
So then I will approve that permit, Wednesday, send it to her, and the person who put in the application is the sign company, but I will make sure that we contact the schools to let them know that process is started and was donated. So we have a couple of zoning violations that are gonna require some work. We have confirmed chickens in Brookside. I spoke to the owners on Wednesday of last week. They've had them for a while. They say others in Brookside have them. They won't want to name names, but they say there are other households in Brookside that have chickens. And I was told by this homeowner that Worthington just passed a law to allow chickens, which they did in February. They passed a law which allows chickens subject to Columbus, board or health board regulations. Columbus allows them to. The homeowner asked if she could appeal, and I said, yes, but if you do, I need to send you certified mail, giving you a certain time frame, and then the appeal starts. She said she would let me know this week whether that's the process she wants to go through.
Can we just send the formal letter so we start the documentation?
Well, I give them a written notice.
Okay, so we have the,
So
okay.
she's on notice, but if we're gonna do anything other than work together, I have to send certified mail so that the clock starts on service.
So then if we do not receive a response tomorrow, are we then
Well, then I'll.
sending certified?
So, yeah, I'm not gonna let it drag out. But
Yes, so I am aware, I have heard also, and I think you and I talked about this, that other folks have them. I don't know exactly where. And I also looked at Franklin County's guidelines for chickens, which you're probably more familiar with than I am. But it does not, even if the board were to consider anything like that, it does not comply with the requirements of either Worthington's or Franklin County's requirements. That said, given, I've only said this 15 times, the rat issue that we now have around our homes, I'm not inclined to support from my perspective. That's it.
Well, I know that the county, at one point in time, there was a big push for this. And I know we got into that discussion, which, to be honest with you, what we were told was that there was a significant number of people who had interest in it. Come to find out, significant probably meant 3. So it's all, I don't want to think about this, but I'd rather not get into this issue at all.
Agreed.
Okay, and just leave status quo. That's my personal opinion. I mean, I don't know what the board as a whole thinks, but it's challenging, say that. I understand where they're coming from, but it's still challenging as a community-wide issue. And for us to enforce it,
Right.
so.
Agreed.
And I don't know what kind of chickens you would put on Circle on the Green, so.
The best.
Golden ones.
Eric Goose, award-winning chicken. Golden Goose.
There's some that perhaps could be relocated then. So I know, I mean, in looking at, and assuming that they chose to appeal, yeah, I imagine that would go to the next zoning meeting or what?
It would go to the Board of Zoning Appeals, which doesn't have a scheduled meeting at this point.
Okay,
But it would, so it would require a scheduling of a hearing with notice to the neighborhood. So that'd be the next step.
But not the whole neighborhood, right? Just people.
200.
200, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure, yeah, that limited notification will get out
Oh, yeah,
by
Oh, sure.
natural
yeah.
means,
Yeah.
so.
Okay.
We'll follow the process.
But, and then other new business, there is a 30-foot chicken, structure. Oh, wait, it's not chickens. So we have a 30-foot, as you guys know, a 30-foot, 5 poles, for netting for golf ball protection that was put up without a permit or a request for a permit. I had a conversation with the homeowner back in, and I have it in my notes, I believe November, October, November. When he sent me the plans to review, I told him that the plans as submitted, which is exactly how it was built, require a permit, which would be denied because it's not code, and then a variance hearing would have to be done. notification to the neighbors and it'd go before the Board of Zoning Appeals. So that's what I want to make clear to the homeowner in a conversation. The homeowner, without any further contact with me, went ahead and installed it as he had indicated that he would. And so I give a certified letter telling the homeowner that he had until yesterday, March 31st, to remove it. And I received back an email from the homeowner saying that he would not seek a variance. He's done with it. Basically, that end of story. So.
What do you mean he's done with it?
He considers the matter closed because over the 3 months that since he and I had a conversation, he didn't hear from me again. Never heard from him again. Nothing was submitted to review. There was no other conversation. So his email suggested that I must have tacitly agreed to it because I didn't have any emails after that, but we had a conversation after that, which I explained to him what the process was. So I was waiting for a permit to be submitted, through the process. The homeowner considers the matter closed because I did not address the issue between the time that we discussed and the time that he installed it. And so it's been turned over to the law firm. The law firm will be sending a letter to the homeowner. I reached out to Pete to see what date that is intended to go out, what date it'll be received, but I haven't received an answer back from Pete as to when that letter's going out. So that changes the process because now it's in the hands of the law firm. So I will keep you apprised as to that. So far, no other indications from the homeowner. We have gotten other comments from neighbors. So there is that out there. And trash receptacles, as we know, we put out e-blast, we put in the newsletter, we've put out so many different things as to what our code is for storage of trash receptacles. I told folks that they would get 30 days. 30 days is up, and so 6 notices went out today. I'm doing a little bit of street at a time so that the neighbors get them, they discuss with each other. So word gets out, because there's gonna be a lot of these. But, so we're starting that process to leave notifications regarding trash receptacles, so. And I'm not picking on any one neighborhood because there are homes everywhere. They require that. So right now, the low hanging fruit, the folks who have been complained about got notified today, so. And that's it.
I sent you an email. Brookside, Max Reed with Brookside Country Club reach out. They're gonna be doing some things over there. So just, he sent his engineer, I put with that. They reach out to us, just wanted to give you a heads up.
Say the polls again with the net?
No, it's just internal. It's like the clubhouse renovation of the clubhouse and doing some, exterior upgrades around the patios and things like that, so.
Okay.
Anything else under zoning? Road department.
Update on the salt barn, still in the design process. The contractor cannot schedule anything until we have the financing secured, and that money released. And that's when we'll move forward. As for the traffic calming, I just saw your email come through. I'll review that and get the notes out to you. That's all I have for you.
Just a couple of, one other thing, we're trying to get a meeting with the county engineer.
Yeah, I just heard back from Pete, so
Okay.
I know he's available.
Okay,
Then I think.
on, right of way issues that we've talked about, so things that we can calendar, go down and see them.
Fire and EMS.
There's no report. In case you don't know, Steve's been sick a few days, and so I talked to him today and he doesn't need to be around other people. So,
Any
Nice.
business on the police department then?
not other than, on the next agenda, he will have the reserve program for the second reading.
Yeah, so Steve and I did meet last week, walked through some suggestions that I had, and he shared with me some edits that he was already planning to make. This was before he got sick. So the next step was going to be his revised draft back. And I'm sure that's held up given.
Well, I know he had mentioned he was planning on working on that Friday before he left, but I
Right,
don't know.
but then, yeah, so
So,
I think that's where we are. I'm sure we'll see it before that.
Madam Administrator.
let's see, there's nothing more on the ODOT study. But some of you said Pete Griggs has sent me some documentation and such, and hopefully I'll get to read it tomorrow. Dublin Building Systems, I think you saw the initial information that came back. Steve and I had a conversation, just saying, you know, we understand that this was kind of gonna be a limited scope of work, given, you know, what he was charging. So he did go back and price out the Aqua building in real dollars, which I think came in just over 4 million. The next steps would be to do the programming, if the board chooses to do that, and hopefully I'll have a proposal for the next meeting for that.
So do we wanna have a meeting to go over their report?
We can, that would be fine if everybody could.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
just need dates when everyone's available.
I just had some, I had some questions and things like that.
You want them here?
What's
Or
that?
is this an internal meeting or you want?
No, I'm just saying, maybe we just, have a facilities meeting, bring
Sure.
Rich in and so we can
Yeah,
go
we can
through
do
it.
that.
We did that on a Friday morning meeting last time.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, I think we should wait to see what they want us.
Well, I might have that by the end of the week. I'll touch base with him. He was gonna try and get it tonight, and obviously he wasn't able to do it, so, but it was
Okay.
a short press for time. Would you wanna try and meet this Friday then, if I can get that information, or next Friday? When would you,
Next Friday.
next Friday?
yeah.
Yeah, let's give yourself.
Oh, you know what?
No, Can't do it next.
Yeah,
Friday.
I can meet the first thing next Friday, the 12th.
The 12th.
Yeah, I mean, like bright and early.
Yeah, that's the only time I could do it too, like 8 to 9 or 8:30 to 9:30.
How early is bright?
Like
I'm
eight,
not bright at 8:30 in the morning, but I could be here.
8:30, yeah.
okay, so start time at 8 AM then.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
good.
I'll check to see what his availability is then.
Okay.
Works for me.
So I asked Luke to, right now, with this recent new hire, I'm sending out paper and so on and so forth. Our documents for employees are scattered, so Luke has done a really nice job putting everything into a sync tool folder. So when we get new hires or for the employees too, all the insurance information, everything will be in there. So he's getting ready to send that out to everybody. One-stop shop type of a place. I know Mr. Roper has a vacation coming up. Wanted to look at maybe scheduling our April 15th meeting for the 22nd. Is that what you suggested?
Yeah, I'm out the week of the regular meeting on the 15th, that whole week, but I called Beth and told her April's weird because we have 5 Mondays in April, so we would still have, we'd have 3 weeks before our next meeting and then 2 full weeks before our first May meeting.
I'm good
So
with
are you
22nd.
talking about the 22nd?
Right.
22nd.
Yeah, I'm good with it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you going somewhere special? I mean, we could all go together on your
Yeah, we can
time
meet
and
there.
we could have a meeting there.
British Virgin Islands.
Oh, wow. Nice.
Okay.
Very
I've got
nice.
time to
Where?
pack.
We're
That's
on
fine.
board. Okay.
Do they have a
so
zoning
Yeah, I'll
code?
be
They have a
there.
zoning code there?
You probably have chickens.
Oh,
Sorry.
Yes.
Actually,
Too soon,
they,
Beth, too
I'm sorry, I'm
soon.
looking at Key West, so all we're seeing is chickens down there, so, yeah.
Cause you can throw the rats in the ocean.
Right.
They don't like salt.
My point exactly.
It's a benefit of living in the country, we used to do.
that's,
I don't want to do that, apparently. I don't know. Somebody would probably show up if I started to be chicken.
Hangover, they were trying.
Or rats, I mean, I'm sorry.
Zach Galifianakis.
So I just want to let you know that our new administrative assistant starts today, Mary Gallagher. So hopefully we'll be able to set a time in the evening for her to stop by and meet everybody, but if you.
And to
happen
learn about
call
her,
today-
new duties that.
Yeah, yeah, I haven't broken that kind of news. I need her to get some other things done first.
All in the other duties as assigned.
What's your
Right.
schedule?
She's gonna be, well, we may tweak it a little bit, but she's gonna be working Monday through Thursdays, 6 hours a day. So 9 o'clock to 3:30, just because she lives about a half hour away. That would keeps her out of all the traffic.
Perfect.
Yeah, but I thought we had a really nice, good first day out, so nice, very happy to see some of the bench. And that's all I have.
Fiscal officer.
Request a motion for approval of the 2024 appropriations resolution.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Vote, yes, yes.
And request a motion for approval of payroll and disbursements.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second that.
Vote,
Yes.
Yes.
any need for executive session?
No.
Wow.
Motion to adjourn.
Make that motion.
Second, vote,
Yes.
yes.
Wow,
Right?
that's good.
Nice.
Crazy.
You have to stay for the whole thing.